And this is your Monday Market Minute. So, as always, we have some stats and some facts and a reason to celebrate. Let's get right to it. Last week, right here in Johnson County, the last 7 days looks like this. We had 151 homes hit the market at an average list price of $418,966. 221 went under contract at an average list price of $425,953, and 149 people closed on their homes. Congrats to all of you. I hope you enjoyed your move. Average list price was $381,297. Average sales price was $382,473. So it's down a little bit from last week. Still good though. We're still at a 100% list to close ratio, or just over. And also along with that, back on the market, 21 homes came back on the market after going under contract for whatever reason. Again, probably inspections or loss of financing, whatever. And 59 homes decided to lower their price, which resulted in 10 contracts. So a 17% contract ratio for those who lowered their price. So as always, if your home's not selling, price is probably the reason, especially in today's market. So there you go. There's your stats for the week. Now for some facts. We as realtors, we all get the same questions on an ongoing basis. And one of them is, Ryan, are we going to see the market crash again? We know the market's crazy hot. Home prices are up. Are we going to see a drop? Are we going to see a market crash? Will it correct? And the answer is, will it correct? It'll slow down for sure. I mean, I'm not sure when. This is going to be a while. Rates are coming up. That'll slow things down a little bit. Hopefully that'll increase a little bit of inventory, give buyers more options to choose from. But we are still well below 2 months of inventory in our market, so we are nowhere near a balanced market. It is still a seller's market, so we're looking pretty good. But I want to talk a little bit about forbearance and foreclosures, because the fear is that we're going to be in a market like we were in 2008 when the proverbial poo hit the fan. And I want to tell you why this is not the same thing. So let's get into that just a little bit. 3 reasons why this is not the same thing. Number one, there are fewer homeowners that are actually in trouble. I have some numbers here to go with that. Back in 2008, 9.3 million homeowners lost their homes after the crash because of all that went down. 9.3 million lost their homes. That's a lot, and that's very sad. When the pandemic hit, at the end of 19, beginning of 2020, the fear was that because the stay-at-home orders, nobody's going to work right now, that there's going to be 30% of people go into the forbearance program that was allowed. Reality is only 8.5% actually did go into forbearance. So a far cry from the 30%, which is good. Only 8.5 actually did, and now it's down to just 2.2%. So 2.2% of all mortgages are currently in a forbearance program, which is coming to an end very, very rapidly. So the forbearance is no longer allowed. So the fear is, Ryan, what's going to happen to these people? Well, the good news is this. Most people in forbearance actually have enough equity in their homes to sell their home and cover all of the real estate expenses along with it. So the fees and all that come with that will not hinder you from selling. You won't be in a short sale situation, and you will not be in foreclosure. So that's great news too. So then the third reason is this. Even so, that we're down to, it was 1.2 million in forbearance right now. 93% of them have at least 10% equity, so that's good. They can sell and pay all their fees, which is fantastic. And then of the 93, so of the 7% left over that do not have that same benefit, the market right now is so bare we can absorb the rest of those properties. So of the 7% of people, 7% of the 2.2% who cannot sell their home for whatever reason, the market can absorb this. So we're not going to see an influx of foreclosures. I know people are looking to maybe invest. Investors out there waiting for the bottom to drop out and just take advantage of this market, or buyers who are waiting for the bottom to drop out. That's just not going to happen this time. So if you're waiting for the prices to come down and for foreclosures to hit and take advantage of a great deal, you're going to be waiting for quite some time. That is not on the horizon as of right now. In fact, here's a little graph for you. I'll see if I can get this thing up here. Months of inventory of homes for sale. So back in 2008 and 09, there was actually 9 months supply of properties. 9 months. We are now nationwide below three months. And in Kansas City area, we're below 2 months. So we're not the same as 08. That's not the game you want to play. I promise you right now, that's not where we're at. So I hope that's good news. I think it's good news. We're not headed toward the same kind of meltdown that we had back in 08. So that's fantastic. So there's your stats and your facts for the week. Now maybe a reason to celebrate if that wasn't enough for you. Today's November 8th. Yesterday was the best day of the year, my birthday. Thank you to all of you who took the time out to send me happy birthday wishes. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for that. Today is National Harvey Wallbanger Day. So for those of you who like to enjoy a beverage or two, get out there to your favorite local establishment, or go home and pour yourself a Harvey Wallbanger and enjoy National Harvey Wallbanger Day. Thanks again for tuning in. I do appreciate that. I do want to be your resource for all things real estate right here in Kansas City. So call me, text me, email me. If you have any questions at all, I'd love to answer those for you. My number is 913-568-8289. My email is ryanreed@reesnichols.com. I'm always here for you. Thanks again for tuning in. Please like my page. Visit me on my media @RyanReedKC. You'll find me on all the big ones there and the occasional TikTok or two. Come have fun with me. I'd appreciate it.